Are there any men in your town? Honestly? Perfect.
Just tell me, did you sleep with her?
Why do I always fall for the bad girl?
You didn't know she was a bad girl.
I knew she wasn't good.
No, we've all been there, you know. We've all had that person who we thought was going to be the love of our lives and they just slack us in the face and disappear.
You gotta be...
This is like the most physical film that I've ever been on. I did more running in this movie. I did more physical, like, comedy in this film.
One of the main sort of elements in this part that I loved was the opportunity for me to play a father, and I'm a father of 3, and it's a huge part of my life.
Dad, take our coat.
Yes. You get treated special when you come to the studio. You say, yeah, I'm here working on the Nancy Meyers film. Right this way, Mr. Black. All right. I didn't know you were a friend of Nancy Meyers.
Why not? Let's do it.
Tell me you're not still. No. It's over. The Holiday is an intelligent, hilarious movie about 2 women who are both unlucky in love, who do a house swap over the internet and end up kind of living each other's lives.
It's a movie about 2 women who you think have very different lives, and yet they have the same problem. And when they switch homes, they go into a completely polar opposite environment than they're used to.
Do not hit me. Okay, I hate this.
And each girl finds something that she's looking for, and it isn't just that they fall in love. They sort of get their soul restored.
Holiday is written and directed from a woman's perspective, which makes it very different. And it's just a great idea.
I had nothing to do with that.
Oh, I know, but you were here.
I was.
Did you say, am I happy?
Amanda is like all women, wondering how she's gonna make it through this relationship thing, this thing called love. She's had a series of relationships that have sort of washed her out of any hope. She comes to England trying to kind of reclaim herself. And as it happens in life, you know, love finds you in the craziest places when you least expect it.
Oh, you're not Iris.
The great thing about Cameron is that she is an absolute pure comedian. At times, she reminds me of Goldie Hawn, who's somebody that I love. She's sort of from that lineage, the Carole Lombard, Goldie Hawn, Cameron Diaz, and it's so fun working with her because you can really dial that stuff up.
Cameron is a really extraordinary woman. It's like having the sun on set every day. She is just a joy to everybody.
There's no other actress you could see playing that part. I mean, it's so custom made for her. So it's a really, I think it's just kind of about, you know, watching her do her thing.
Someone's having a party tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Iris is a girl who wants to be in love. She wants to be loved. You know, she's just like all of us.
Oh, Jasper.
She's been very much in love with the man who she really feels she's going to be with forever. And at the beginning of our story, you discover that, unbeknownst to her, he has got engaged to somebody else.
May I introduce the newly engaged Sarah Smith Alcott and Jasper Bloom.
And the bottom has just fallen out of her world, and she's just devastated beyond belief. And finds that she is in this situation whereby she's going to do a house swap with somebody who lives in LA.
I'm wondering if your house is available this Christmas. Because if it is, you could be a real lifesaver.
And she comes to LA and she starts to try and get rid of the memories of this man and to get over him, basically. And along the way, she meets Miles.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm so sorry. I'm new at the gate thing.
It's okay. It was pretty funny.
And do they or do they not get together in the end?
Fruitily-do. We both said fruitily. I'm impressed. You are a prodigy.
a doodle prodigy.
Kate Winslet, she's brilliant. She can drive a scene like the greats do. Her energy can just soar, and it's so fun to sit back and watch her.
I reckon that with a little bit of exercise, you could walk out there on your own and, you know, maybe I could go with you as, like, your date.
She's usually, you know, as she says, she's in a corset, or she's got an American accent, or a wig, and this was just playing a modern girl.
Yep, you got something in your eyelash. You want me to get it? Can't believe I'm getting paid to just stare at Kate Winslet. I know that's not my whole job. I have some other stuff to do, but part of it's to stare at Kate Winslet from really close and watch her kick-ass acting.
They're still in the place that he doesn't want to be here.
He doesn't want to be here with me. Okay, fine, I get it.
Nancy Meyers is a rare thing, someone who's directing a film but also wrote it. So right from conception to execution to the making of film to editing it, she's in control.
She knows a lot more about comedy, certainly, than I do, so it's been very easy for me to look to her for advice and guidance, you know, in those moments when I'm flailing and I just don't quite know how to be funny.
Did he ever actually tell you that he loved you back?
Yes. 3, almost 4 times. And when I reminded him of that, he said that it must have been as an answer to a question, which, by the way, it absolutely was not.
You know, I never realised how pathetic you are.
Oh, God. I'm so aware of it.
You really recognise in her past work, and certainly in this one, their labours of love.
Awesome, actually, seeing you go up there.
We come back down?
Yeah.
She's a wonderful collaborator. She is so open to whatever it is that you want to bring to the film.
You're not going to end up like that anyway, right?
That feels how you naturally fall.
She wants to know everybody's opinion. She wants to know what everybody's idea is.
She's devoted to the craft. So she's given me rich things to do and say in this movie.
Busy? Honey, I haven't been busy since 1978.
She put her finger right on the essence of what my character was.
I'm absolutely overwhelmed that I could climb those stairs.
She's challenging. She doesn't let me get away with anything.
You really are an incredibly decent man.
I know. It's always been my problem.
With Jack, I just love him to death. I think I have a little crush on him also. He's, well, hilarious.
Is this a bad game?
No!
Okay.
Keep going.
Sometimes I get self-conscious about my ra-da-da-da.
Obviously, working with Jack was just, well, it was awful, you know? I mean, I really just didn't like him at all, and he's just not funny. He's just not funny.
Okay, sorry about that. Boob Grace. That was accidental.
It was terribly hard to keep a straight face for, I would say, pretty much everything we did.
I'm just staying in game mode, focusing on this next shot. I gotta get some coverage of this party. Not time for celebrations yet.
Jude is sort of entering the world of romantic comedy for the first time.
We should have sex. If you want.
Is that a trick question?
He's doing a great job. He's really naturally very funny.
You know when they do nude scenes in films?
No.
Sometimes they expect, the crew and the director, everyone to take their clothes off.
Yeah.
I would like you all to put on cashmere sweater.
And obviously he's beautiful and very right for the part.
Sorry, I kind of mistranslated energy as speed. And I suddenly realised halfway through I was going about 3 times faster.
He's so charming and such a great Graham, like real heart. And I think being a father really gave him so much of that weight.
Amanda, you're gonna love this.
You're gonna help me put
It's so funny. I mean, you're full of your chair. It's so funny.
I can't think of a better person to have gone through, making this film with. He was my partner in it, and we had just a great time. I thought it was fantastic. I think it's a prince.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Arthur Abbott.
Eli Wallach, man, On our camera test, he turned 90, and that was just, I mean, to be around somebody who holds so much knowledge and so much wisdom, it was wonderful.
I enjoyed our meet cute.
Well, thank you. Thank you for rescuing me.
He was almost like an extra grandfather that I never had, and he just told us all so many incredible stories, you know, but dancing and kissing Marilyn Monroe, and I mean, you cannot begin to imagine the stories that he has to tell.
The coolest thing about Eli is just watching him work, and afterwards he's so thrilled about like the little nuggets that he's got. This take, I'm gonna look to you when I get to the top step and give you one of these, okay? Be ready for it. You know, he's just so jazzed on it that it's inspiring.
He brought so much to the part. He has wonderful ideas. He has great ideas. He's a champ.
What I really loved about the script was it was wonderfully written. Nancy's words are so unique. She says things so simply, but it's her own way of saying it.
Is this a bad time?
No, I'm just flipping out a little bit. It's contemporary, but there's a feeling of sort of timelessness.
Long-distance relationships can work, you know.
Really? I can't make one work when I live in the same house with someone.
So this could be a good solution for you.
The script is just like, it's so good. The flow and the rhythm of things are so completely precise, and I love that. Hello?
So are you ever coming home?
Oh my God, hi. This scene, I was dreading from the moment I first read the script a year ago. I just thought, well, I just can't do that. That's just not possible. Because it's a 5-page dialogue scene, it's a telephone call.
Iris, hi, it's Amanda.
How are you? How's it going? And it became known very early on, until now, as the 3-way phone call. Listen, can you hold for a sec? My brother's on the other line.
Graham?
Can you just hold on for a sec?
How's she doing?
Can I call you back?
I can hold.
What's he been up to, did he say?
So I had to sort of learn, you know, I'm the person coordinating this whole discussion. Hold, please.
I can't believe that you have had sex with the woman staying in my house.
He told you that?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I thought I was talking to Graham.
Whilst also trying to remember how to A, act, which is always difficult, and B, be funny. Combination of the two is something I'm still discovering. And it was pretty exhausting, but I was very happy with it in the end.
How do you do?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
I love the scenes with the girls because they were written in a way very adultly.
Is that for us?
Yes, except for, I'm sorry about the wine.
Like, come in, take your coat off, you know, what do you do? All those sort of things, which kids kind of do when they're mimicking adults. So it was a real experience.
Because your receptionist needs to work till 3 in the morning.
A bunch of us were working all night. She wanted to hang out.
Okay, then swear on my life that you didn't sleep with her.
Look, I don't want to, I'm not going to. Nancy Meyers just writes such great, snappy, funny, realistic dialogue.
I don't think you ever really loved me. How's that? No, I think you love the idea of you and me, but not so much me. Not me, not really.
Look, I did the best I could. Is anybody good enough for that job? And I've been a fan of her films, and this one even more so kind of harkens back to that great dialogue you would see in an old Tracy Hepburn film or something like Philadelphia Story.
Esophageal spasm. No, it's okay. I'll be all right.
I know. I'm thinking about me. So that's why I think it has such an incredible cast. People just really responded to that writing.
Nancy's big idea from the time that we started is LA is lush and green.
It's sort of the LA that I like to see, not the harsh Sunset Boulevard LA.
And England is winter, cold, white snow.
England's one of my favorite parts of the world, so it was a lot of fun to go there and to try to capture it in a way that appeals in the story.
Of course, they are running.
We went to Sheer because it was a village that looks sort of quintessentially English. But we built the little cottage that is Kate Winslet's character's house so that it was the most interesting environment.
The cottage was quite amazing to watch being built. It started off as a field and 4 wooden pegs and a crossbar held up by 2 tall men. Within 4 days you could actually see the cottage, and then 4 weeks spent landscape gardening the outside and making it look like the garden had been there for 200 years, as long as the cottage had been there. So the house itself just appeared in a week.
Amanda's house, we wanted to make it look like a young woman in her 30s lived there. And so it's tricky to make a Spanish house, which is a kind of ubiquitous Southern California style of architecture, look specific. So the interior is very updated. And then the backyard, same thing. And hopefully it's pretty seamless.
We had one day at this beautiful country house with Jude and Cameron, and no script other than they kiss in the snow. And it was a day of shooting that was just so fun. And I'm a big Claude Lelouch fan. And so I did sort of a 60s love montage. And that was, to me, a tremendous amount of fun because we were just sort of improvising all day. Excellent, cut, okay.
It always comes down to who's going to direct the movie, and I felt like Nancy was one of the handful of people that are great storytellers, and this is definitely a type of story that I've never been a part of. Do you want some company?
Love some. I haven't done a huge amount of comedy, and so that's been enormously rewarding because it's like, oh my God, I'm funny. And then you meet her and immediately get into her knickers.
Still me.
I mean, I really hope I am funny. Can I just say, what if I'm not?
Bollocks! It's one of those classic love stories of falling in love with not only, love, but with life.
And that doesn't make things complicated.
I think The Holiday is a film about leaving your baggage behind, making a change, following your heart, and opening your eyes to what's in front of you and what you're really feeling.
Will you go out with me on New Year's Eve?
Love to.
And it's all done in a very light-hearted, very humorous, very romantic, very touching way.
It's Christmas Eve, and we're going out there. We're going to celebrate being young and being alive.
Hey there, here's today's daily fact. That slightly scandalous charcoal drawing of a topless Kate Winslet in Titanic was drawn by none other than the director himself, James Cameron. Now, if you want something done right, sometimes you just need to do it yourself. Now, remember to click here below to subscribe for more content, or on the side to watch another video.